And like I said, in the last video I did, we took care of this. This is where my solar panel screws into the boat. They said it was waterproof, salt waterproof, and everything else. And when I pulled it out of here, it just fell apart. It was eaten completely up. Not good, but we got it fixed now. Really good. I haven't been able to make videos or get this thing, make too many videos. We've been helping somebody with a mobility cart, or I've been helping with a group of guys to get a mobility cart going again for a guy that lost his leg. So that's done. I'm not going to post videos about that. That's more or less helping somebody out, charitable work, something like that. So I don't really do that. You know, I had to check the buggy out, or the mobility chair out, make sure everything worked, battery charges, batteries were bad. Somebody was tossing it, somebody got it, and he knew somebody that could use it. The man lost his leg. So I checked it out, made sure everything was working good on it, and then another fellow individual bought 2 batteries, went in it, into a 24-volt system, and we delivered it to the man. So my weekend's somewhat free. I'm going to get back on this baby right here. We're going to get the wiring finished and done on it. We're going to get everything in it. We're going to get some more stuff explained and what have you. I just got back from taking my buddy Frank, my dachshund, to have his nails done, which is always, anybody that owns a dachshund knows that they don't like that. We went to Petco for the first time. I really liked it. I would never go to another PetSmart because of what happened last time I brought my little boy over there. I made my issues known at Petco, and it was just a really bad scene at PetSmart. I will never spend another dime with them as long as I live. I do like Petco a lot better. This is not some endorsement. This is my personal experience. So, and I'm sure there's good and bad of both. I just hit a bad one on one and a good one on the other. So I'm gonna go get some working clothes on, and we're gonna get out here and get back at it. I want to thank all my subscribers very, very much. You guys are awesome. Really impressive. Really impressive. So we're going to get this thing wired up, put together, and there's a little something I want to try with the solar panel. And we're going to get to that today, but something very interesting. And I've been sitting here, well, not sitting here thinking about it, but something I've thought about for a while. And it would be nice to move a kayak with just the sun and nothing else. And with that small panel I put on my box right here, it wouldn't be something that would be very, fast, but you wouldn't have to paddle that much. It wouldn't fight a current. or a strong wind or something like that. I wouldn't rely on it for that, but it would be, I think, a very quiet, very not sensible, but very interesting project, and see if we can do it. Because whenever I turned the motor on the last video when I was wiring this up and it turned that motor, I'm sitting there thinking, well, and they make these wind turbines. I didn't realize exactly how big they were. I think they make a smaller version, but it's like 24 inches across. Well, we did the math on it, and hell, that thing puts out almost 50 amps. And it doesn't take much wind to turn it. But then again, I'm sitting there thinking, a lot of people get in a kayak and go across the lake, they might be out there for 2-3 days. And I mean, there's an infinite amount of possibilities with the technology that we have today, with the solar cells, the wind turbines, stuff like that. If you wanted to go on a adventure across a lake or up and down a river or something like that, where you could literally, power your stuff to sustain you and everything else, or fishing or what have you. There's just a lot of stuff out there that needs to be explored, especially with a kayak. Its signature in the water is not very big. It could be moved very easily, but it doesn't have to move fast. It just needs to move. Pedaling is one way. But sometimes you might want to slow down and fish. I fish up on the jetties in rough water. That's the reason I got something like this. I want something where I can fish and get out of harm's way, if a wave's coming up, keep from getting washed up on the rocks. So that's the reason I make these extreme ones here. And I have done the same thing with the bilge pump ones, and they work well. You're trying to fish up against some rocks and stuff, and paddle is just really hard to do. And I didn't want to put a big huge battery, because this thing goes out. I have to pull it out on the beach most of the time, and I didn't want a big heavy trolling motor on the back, because that one that I sent to that gentleman, it was heavy. It was very heavy. I could put 5-6 of those on there to the weight of that one. But what if we go smaller and just solar, no battery? We're going to have to explore into that. But let me get some more clothes on. We're coming back out here. See you in a little bit. Okay, like I said, we're going to get right back on this thing. I bought a 10-watt solar panel. I bought a good one. I don't know what the brand name is or anything like that, but it was supposedly it's 10 watt, peak current voltage 21.5, max power voltage VMP is 17.5 volts, and short circuit connected is 0.65 amp. Max power current is 0.57 amp, half amp. Power tolerance, maximum system voltage 1000 volts, temperature, dimensions, standard testing, wiring, electroshock hazard, yada yada yada. So it'll put out about a half amp. I'm just cleaning it off because Mr. Wizard here used 2 red wires on this, so I might have to figure out which one's hot and which one's not. So, but it really didn't make any difference. I didn't know which one was hot or negative or on it anyhow, so it didn't matter what color wires I put on it. I don't know if these lights are going to put off. It should. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. So this will plug into there. Let's see what we get out of it, if anything. Yes, we do. We get 8 point, and that is, this is positive, this is negative. You can always tell that with DC and AC, because if you get the polarity wrong, it'll show a minus 8 volts. So there you go. So this is positive, this is negative, so I get 8 volts. That's 8 volts from this. Now outside it'll get substantially a lot better. The point I was getting across here, these little old motors, I think this is like a 1.5 volt gear drive about powering one of these things on just solar. Now I'm hooking this thing up for the first time, and whether it turns it or not, I have no idea. And it doesn't look like it does. It doesn't put out enough. Let's take it out in the sun and see if it does. I'm curious. I want to know if I want to know if this can be done. It doesn't look like it can right now, but maybe there's not enough of the good stuff in here. And I don't have a lot of sun out today. No, I guess not. At least not in this application anyhow. And this is something that would have to work in really all kinds of light. No, wait a minute. It was turning there. Hang on. Got a little glimpse of sun out right there. It started to turn there for a second. And there we go. Not turning it very fast, but it is turning it. But the cool thing of it is these little old motors. Whoop, there we go. It's starting to go back. The cool thing with this, you can't stop it. And well, that's cool. I bet you if that sun was bright, that system would work. Now it's definitely not turning fast. Now I wonder if you put a capacitor in there that would help start it off. I don't know. Oop. wire come undone. I wish the sun would come out really strong. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to play with this when the sun's out real bright. Right now it's cloudy, but we've got other stuff to do. But yeah, that was kind of what I'm talking about. These little old motors, if you put them on, let's say 12 volts, and you had a good decent 12 volts, let me hook them up right. So that's putting out 14.9. And it takes 26 amps to run the refrigeration or the cooling system in there. And even running at that speed, it still doesn't go very fast. It's humming though, no doubt about that. Now at 28 volts, I know that looks like it's 80 some odd, but actually it's 28, and that's 28 point something. This thing's probably going to burn up, but I'm curious to know what kind of draw it has for the small moment it's going to be running. They just blank that thing right on out. Yeah, that's just almost like a dead short, I would guess. Is that what it is? Yeah. So, I don't know, motor didn't even really warm up. But these motors can run off of literally one of these batteries. And they got super strength. So, oh well, just a thought. Back to what we're doing. This right here. So, these are our motor leads. This will be the leads going to charging the battery. Another thing I want to try to do too, while I'm here. My battery doesn't fit in here really good. I'm wondering if I can heat this up to get this in a little better with a heat gun. And this might not be a good idea, but the last time I tried to do it, it was cold outside. I don't think I could concentrate enough heat in it. I wanted to get it where it fits in there better. I believe this is made out of polyethylene. It is a thermoplastic, and it will do what I was wanting it to do, but it is a pretty thick, well-made boat. So we're going to try it again. We're going to do a little different this time, but we're going to try it again because I would love to get that battery in there a little bit tighter than what it is. I really, really would. So I've got to prop it up like this for a while. How am I going to do that? Here you go. Something about like that. There's something we could do that with. Alright, we'll let that heat up a little bit. Now to get back to this, we got to mark which one is positive and negative. And got a 50-50 chance of getting it right, and I got it right. Alright, so this is positive. And I'm going to get them, the other wires, on the outside of this hole. Let's see, how am I going to hold that in there? Well, we'll do it just like this. Got you. I think that's working. Ooh, it's actually rippling. All right. that fits a lot better. Yeah, see, it was kind of wedged in a little bit higher than that. Okay, that came out pretty good. Sorry about that heat gun. Yeah, I was wanting to try it when it was a lot hotter. It looks like this side's up a little higher. Oh, look at there. It did, didn't it? Actually, I tell you what. That's actually cracks in there. That's me leaving it in there and going down the beach and everything's done vibrated a few cracks in it. There we go. That's perfect. All right. I'll fix those. That's not a big deal. Let's get that back in there. Okay. Not a really big personal fan of butt splices, but these are a little different because they got hot melt glue and stuff in them, and they do a good job. We designated this one as hot, right? Yep. Thought I put some cutters in here. Oh well, I didn't. We got some sun out there now. We're gonna try that thing now. But it's really, really slow. So I don't have my hopes up too much. and you can see the hot melt glue oozing out of it on both ends. So they do hold really good. They're not the ones that self-starter, because those babies are aerospace, like they say, or airplane stuff. I think they were developed by an airplane company, I'm not sure, for splicing wires, and they are quite a bit more expensive than these. And I've used them, and they do work. Well, can't really say nothing bad about them. But so we got this. We're going to check our leads coming out of here. Make sure we got the polarity right. Yeah, that was some nasty looking wires there. Yeah, corrosion got down them a good bit. Yeah, we got some good wire there. Yeah. Salt water something. There we go. Got some decent wire there. You know what I just did? I'm gonna have to cut that loose. Oh well. Mistakes are made. Live for the home audience. Yep, we're good. Okay. Problem is here is I'm not going to be able to get this through there. I don't think I can. It'll go in there diagonally or anything like that. That's the old saying about why is a manhole round? Because it won't fall in itself. So if you could just squish that thing in there a little bit. Almost there. There we go. All right. Now, I want to seal it off. This is a DAP Auto Marine sealant. It's silicone. All right. And I don't want enough oozing out all over the damn place either. I want enough to get it in there, and that's it. And that's actually going on a piece of rubber right there. but I'm sure the rubber's seen better days. So, and I don't want it squishing out everywhere, because silicone is just, I'm not a big fan of it. Now the hard part. Get that damn nut started on that thing. That's done. All right. I'm in the process of charging this up. Yep, it's not fully charged. And I'm actually going to change these connectors. So I'm not too worried about them. Alright. Ain't gonna take it long to get it up there. This, on the other hand, is not coming off here ever, because this cable that goes in here is to so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie these two in together, because they're gonna hook directly to the battery anyhow. There's a diode in that, and prevent any backing up. So but that powers my fish finder and my fish finder combination marine navigation system, in case I get swept out to sea. And I'm wanting to use some of these, and I don't know how many I got left. My switch is on. These, and don't look at this wire. They don't pull. They pull 50 some odd amps, and that's what really gets me. Is I thought I had put up my plugs and stuff that I had in there, the gold plated ones, and obviously I did not. So I got some more of these here, so I'm gonna make these work. Might have to do a little soldering, but that's no big deal. But man, I wish I hadn't have thrown those away. I really, really wished I hadn't have done that. Oh well. No sense of crying over spilt milk. So I got, how am I going to do this? I got two of these. That'll be on one. These will be on another, and I've got two of those, and they'll come off of that. So that'll work. I just need some wire and stuff of this nature. No problem. Damn magnet. These are good for 60 amps. So that's more than enough for what we're going to be using them for. I've got plenty of this wire, so this will be the wire I'm going to use in here. probably going to use some of this wire because I just remembered something. That's a switch leg. So that means I can go straight into the battery with one over to that one, so forth and so on. So, and this is another heavy wire here. Like I said, I wish I had, but I don't have, so I'm not gonna go on about it. Okay. So what I'm wondering, am I going to have some shrink tube big enough? It looks like I got another one of these if I need it. Now we got to determine, because I'm not gonna lie, I forgot which one's forward, which one's reverse. I'm not gonna have forward and reverse, but I do want the motors to go forward and not in reverse. So I'm saying the black wire is the ground. The white wire is the positive. Oh, what's going on here? That's that one I had to re-glue. What's it going to do now? And obviously I didn't pay any damn attention to how I put these wires on. Yep,
That's the way we got to go right there.